right, everybody, good morning. My name is Mac, and I am out volunteering today with Friends of Fall Creek Watershed. We are a nonprofit devoted to cleaning up messes in our public lands, just like this one. This is the one that we affectionately call 3/4 of a fifth wheel. We are going to divide by zero today and attempt to make this disappear. We have done asbestos tests. It is negative. We are now going to cut apart the superstructure, tear off the floor, cut everything up, and haul it out of here. One of the things that I would like to do is try to minimize the micro debris. As you can see, there's quite a bit in here, by more or less trying to collapse it in on top of itself. I don't want to spread crap everywhere. Let's see. We have a few sledgehammers. Gonna need those. Most importantly, we're gonna need the Sawzall. I don't know if we need a wood blade or what blade. We got lots of choices. I'm gonna go with this generic metal blade. Well, I don't think we're cutting up frames. Let's see if we got a good wood blade. Big metal blade. Should have brought some of my green. Alright, maybe a used blade. Like that one. Wood blade. That could probably work. Teeth-wise, it may be a little lacking, but we'll give it a shot. We're doing it on battery, full battery. Let's see if we can. What do we want to do? Probably need to get that bathroom out of there. But I'm kind of thinking of pulling down this front chassis. That probably should come out. Any supporting stuff we can get out of there, the better. Why does it appear that somebody has been here? I don't recall this having been here the last time we were here. Alright, this is gonna pop out. Just like that. So all of this internal cabinetry gives this thing a lot of strength. Anything we can take out like this takes away that strength. And will make all of these walls come down a lot faster. If I would have just hit this, it'd start breaking on these pieces. Step out of here. We want to be careful about. Passing mounts inspection, Willow. All right. It seems like one big obstacle right now might be this carpet. Alright, now that that's out, this will swing out. Once that's out, this will swing out. My shoulder got really sore last week doing this, and I did it no favors. Mudding drywall on the shop all day yesterday. So my guess is at some point or another I'm going to start having problems. I don't feel bad about throwing that out, simply because it can act as a platform for containing some of this other debris. Maybe turn this into some nice, neat, sleddable loads. Steve is right behind me with some volunteers. They're meeting up at 9, about 8. Moving it the wrong way, Willow. So my guess is we'll see you shortly. I may have volunteers to help out, but in the meantime, we are here all by our lonesome. I have to fly out for a work trip later this afternoon, actually later this morning, and essentially trying to get a jump start on things. Go free, Rock. Go free. I want to ensure the success of our volunteers. of aluminum. It has an aluminum frame. Look at that. And lovely polystyrene. A lot of times when these things have aluminum frames, they're literally tacked together. It's not much anything. Alright. And that's steel right there. And that is possibly steel. Hi, ladybugs. Again, let's try to minimize. Screw there. All right. I think it's time for a bar and a smaller hammer. Did I not bring my... It did. Okay. We are going to do a few things here. First off, let's see if that will just part ways. Because it sure looks like it wants to. Sure looks like the carpet's holding it on though. This whole thing's held together by carpet. Panel ends. I don't think my knife blade is very sharp. There we go. It's free. That's free. Try to keep some of this free so when we go after this, it pops off easy. Running out of ceiling here. Probably unnecessary to separate that, but sometimes we'll just gotta take what you can take. There's another good platform for loading stuff. Nice jump blow up. Nice jump blow up. That's out of there. A little bit more airspace. Sometimes those pull free, and that one did. Play with golf, anyone? Most of the time, boards are rotted on these. They come right out. It's like a good thing to put right there. Alright. Now, I want this bathtub to come out. This looks a little bit more substantial than the regular ones, but not really, no. Screws are what are holding it in. Where'd that part work out? Willow, what are you doing? Where'd the little baby hammer go? Put it over there. Left it right there. Hi, everybody. Something tells me that top might need to come out. Doesn't want to come out. Really needs a screw gun. Should have had a screw gun. Alright. Kind of want to get that out though, because I want to get the that wall out. Oh, maybe that's a ticket. Hi, Bob. Are you having fun chasing everything? That's stuck in concealing. Screw gun. Wish I brought one. Okay. Perhaps we wait on that. Till we get possibly Steve's screw gun. Work on things that we can accomplish. Like moving this back. Of course, it doesn't want to just pop off. Something good down there. Maybe more carpet than. Whoa! Yeah. Feet flying. Oh, maybe get this piece of card. Gotta figure out where the key is here. Really want this wall out. Or at least moved partially out of the way. This one seems to be built a little better than some of the ones we've quickly dismembered. Older RVs, I guess. Stable inside, outside, lets it down, left and right. But I think we got it. The whole piece could possibly come out. Willow, take it easy. is separated. Maybe now we can get in here. We need to get that down. Wow. Carpet is holding everything together. That's where the screw was. Worth it. Let's just see if we can break it. Trying to keep all this glass inside. So wish me luck. It's just frozen onto the ground, which might work in our favor. Okay, well, that's off. And we got that and that, so that's helped answer some questions. Let's see, where do we want to go next? Get that divider out. Watch out for nails, Willow. Did we find the mother lode there, Willow? Really want to get this up without dumping it outside. We're gonna definitely sweep this floor. get too much further. Did I find the mysteries of the universe, Willow? That's been rebuilt. We are winning penny wars. It's bigger than a penny. That's something foreign. Check that out later. That, however, is a penny. There it is, glued in place. I'm going to take a pry bar, get it free. I do not have great trash bags, but I do have some. And the stuff on the ground is just getting so slippery. Don't spill any of those wonderful zip ties anywhere. Alright. These aren't going to be great bags, but a bag is better than no bag, and we're going to try not to put too much nail. Hey lady, you gonna explore in the universe over there? It would be a lot easier if I had to pick it up once, but I just take what we can get. Alright. But much more stuff, but again, I'm anticipating Steve being right behind me. There's nothing there, Willow. Trust me. Alright, that one's up. Let's get these cupboards down. Not much holding that up. that looks like human crap. Thought I had this in a nice pile here. Puppy dogs, move that around. Okay. So we're gonna get that pushed off like that. Halfway decent hinges. Somebody put some time and effort into this one. Willow, get out of here. Ran out of real estate. There we go. Oh, crackheads are after this one. They're skills were low. A bunch of copper wire for it. Okay, if we get this. Out of here. And it should. What are you chewing on? There's nothing there. Just a hole. I'm just doing what I do and ripping things apart with your teeth. Being a silly bugger. Go do what Lady's doing. Go explore it. Helps to actually hit it, but you know. We found the tough hinges. This 2x4 needs to come out. That's probably about the only thing holding this thing together at this point. Put a few screws there. That's what broke it. There's a point at which you put so many screws in something, you compromise the structural integrity. Alright. That's out. clean as I want it. Watch out for that. You finding something new to bark at, Willow? Alright, I need to do more work up here. Yep, right here. And we could probably start with these guys. There's 2, 3, 4 of them. I'm a little reluctant to put this stuff in this plastic bag. I don't feel like this plastic bag is substantial enough. I'm gonna give it a shot. I think we gotta find a way to get to all of those. If we do that, we may be able to just unbolt a lot of it front end. Okay, let's hold that in. Clearly a little of that. Watching that fluorescent tube carefully because I want to make sure we get that in a good spot. Okay. We got a bunch of stuff up here against the front. That works. Okay, I clearly have access to what appears to be half-inch screws. Not like that. Sticking straight up. Alright, let's see if we can find a half-inch without making a mess all over the place here. Looks like 9/16. And I bet you that's what do we need. And I'm guessing from how deep those are. Now, the question is there's going to be captive? Yeah, they feel like they're carriage bolts. So, do we unscrew them before the carriage bolt runs out? That will be the question. Test case. Hey. Hey. That's all good things. Spoils the war too. All right. So that's out. That clearly points that if we unfold this somehow, some way, that then this could come down, and if we can get to those other bolts on the other side, then we could be in business. Whole enchilada shooting match may start coming out. Kind of wanting to get some of that mess out, but it's mostly frozen in place, so I think for right now it's going to sit. We're going to go around here to the stuff here at the front. See, and there's micro debris everywhere up here, so not a whole lot I can do about it other than try to keep it contained. If I can get it onto the floor of the trailer, it makes it really fast and easy to sweep up. And if I had a broom right now, I'd probably be doing some sweeping up. The broom should be with Steve and the trailer. Yeah, see, I'm already ripping holes in this. Bags are for casual household trash, not this kind of stuff. But it will at least get me started. Better than shuffling it around. Okay. Kind of don't want to take that beyond the confines of the RV in case it decides to split open, but I'm gonna put it right here. Now I think I'm gonna try this one out. I got more trash bags in there if I need them. So let's see if we can figure out how to get enough of this paneling out that we can okay, we know that those holes are right around in here, and we know we got this aluminum here. Let's see if we can get this off. Yep, that's coming out. A lot of times they just crack because there's not very much substantial with their welds. And it's pretty cheap aluminum. Let's see what this stuff would do in an actual rack. Aluminum tubing pile. We're going to get this out of here as a safety precaution. Okay, on to the main dessert, which was our vacuum cleaner. Well, we do have the super sucker. We could bring that out at some point or another. It does not take much to fatigue this. I'll just deliver that right there. Okay. Now this is probably gonna break up. Make a mess. See if we can address that ahead of time. Okay. I think I see our seam. sure if this is all mine, but I am going to consolidate as much of it as I can, because the more I step on it, the smaller I make it. At least in there I can sweep it up. Okay, I'm getting onto something. Seems like these button caps lead to screws. What that somewhere is, I'm not 100% sure, but it's a somewhere. You can see this thing had a good water leak here in the front. Really needs to come out. I wonder if I can go up. Can pop those remaining screws. Something. I don't know if it's all with something, but it's definitely something. That really needs to come out. Divide and conquer. Leave the poop smeared wall. Hey, look. Hi, lady. How you doing? Electrical section. Not as clean as I would have liked, but it's out. Alright. That gets that free. Small pieces pile. Hi, what do you see, Willa? Oh, sorry. You okay? One thing I did is step on you. Okay. I believe I might be able to get the steps out, actually. Let's see. Where are we at here? Last bit of thing. Let's try to flatten this thing out. Ta-da! Okay, now we're making some progress. Wrap that up, a little bit of carpet. Yeah, that was done. Rolling objects. Okay. Now, can we pop this out? Ready to come out. It's got to be close. And that's where it's stuck, right there. We get that wall out. Actually, we'll be able to. That's why we're trying to keep all that stuff contained. Okay. Anticipating volunteers being here any second now. Can't imagine I'm that far ahead of everybody, but maybe I am. There's the water intrusion. There's our screw right there. Do we fight to get the last bit, or we just cut it? Oh, good. Okay, that gets you access to 2 of the screws. Go for your rock. Something tells me they built this lower section and just bolted it into place. Okay, I need to get that free so that we can get this free. Oh, okay, we got that free. Look at us. Those hoses need to get loppied. Should get those free. Maybe that is volunteers. All right. Well, lady, sort of think so. Oh yeah, we're getting someplace here. Open light. Okay, so last time around we did a bash, 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 and just folded this out of the way. Smash the blade. No, maybe more substantial than the previous one. Need wrecking blade. If anyone asks, this is a wrecking bar from a company called Spec Op Tools. No sponsorship or affiliation. I like their stuff. It's probably all made in China, but it's robust enough, cheap enough, and ostensibly they're using some of their proceeds to support warrior causes. And I think that's noble. Definitely where they had a water problem. Maybe we just hit this harder. And hopefully Steve brought lots of volunteers. Fortunately, I see no one but Steve. So that's not a good thing. Ah. Okay, that is out. That brings into the question of what can we do to separate some things here. Do we just cut it? Okay.
Okay.
Hey.
Well,
Nope.
volunteers are all here.
What's that?
Volunteers are all here.
Yeah, I'm afraid of that.
Yeah. If Cranky Camper Boy sent a nastygram to Bill and Sam, they're probably taking the week off.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to steal anybody's possessions out here.
Yeah, I'll bring some tools.
What time is it now?
9:40.
Cool, I'm out of here in 20 minutes.
Okay, yay.
I got a bunch broken up. I would suggest we just pick up what I got broke up and call it. Unless you want to take this whole thing down by yourself.
Well, I'm already out here. I don't want to spend just 20 minutes loading.
Okay. I made substantial progress on getting this down. There were 4 bolts holding it.
Okay.
So I think I should be able to peel that all out. I've tried to consolidate everything into piles.
I think this is light enough that I can carry it all. You're separating metals, which is awesome.
Yeah, there's a pile of aluminum right there. That was actually already pulled out.
Yep.
So somebody was actually, I think, working the site, or I just forgot that somebody had already done that. And I believe that this is going to come down.
Okay. Give it a little mass on this side. It's a little slick.
I'm going to give it a bounce while you give it a... That's something.
Yep.
It's a lot more than we've had with a lot of those, so I'll take what I can get.
Probably still held on up in here somewhere.
Yeah. I've been trying to consolidate all debris onto the floor so it can be swept.
Yeah, this side's already so trashed. I'm not too worried about it, but yeah.
I'm trying as much as I can.
Yep. Well, when are you back?
I will be back Friday night.
Okay.
And then I am promptly needing to get to work finishing sheetrock. I will be available for our regular Sunday cleanup.
Okay.
There we go. Not bad. I can live with that. Looky, looky, looky. Found the missing bolts. Found the missing bolts.
Look at it.
Well, at least I got the front end mostly stripped.
Yeah.
Won't take much.
You're out from the inside. I'm going to do a couple test cuts and then probably call it.
Okay.
Okay.
You want me to start dragging things, or are we just gonna leave everything here?
Doesn't make sense to load up the trailer with just a little bit.
Right. We can get it all next week.
Yep.
What do you think? You're making a lot of micro.
Yeah.
I would heavily recommend iPro.
Yep. And tarping probably too.
What's that?
Tarping.
I bet you there's another bolt right there. Aha! So that one's spinning. I found 2 more bolts.
Okay.
If you can help me hold the other end, I can get those out, and that make a lot of the front fall free.
So what am I holding?
I might be able to get to it easier than you can. See if you can spin that. Closer. Should have gotten the, you know what? It's gonna be easier to go the other way around.
Okay. Hold on. This is a different size. Okay.
Ta-da! Throw that in the bathtub.
Okay.
And I believe we do the same thing on the other side. Looks like they built most of the front as a unit. And then just sort of bolted it on.
Okay. Spinning.
Ready?
Okay.
Voila. Okay. That should peel a lot of that away. Yep, that did it nice and neat.
Yeah. One more right here. Oh, no, that one's out.
Yeah, I cleared a lot of them. Looks like they built some sort of box on the nose.
Yeah. Sound.
Watch for the front
Yep.
ski.
Popping out and this thing coming down.
Exactly what it's gonna do.
Looks like it's the wiring that's holding it.
Of course. Cool. Well, that was sort of what I wanted to accomplish. I got the bathroom largely out. I got the interior cupboards largely done. I got a lot of stuff consolidated, separated.
Yeah, it's just hanging on those.
If you grab one side, I'll grab the other. We can pull it out a little bit,
You need to pull forward to get it off that nose.
or we just cut it.
Oh, let's just kick it forward and see what happens. Yep, there it goes.
I wonder how hard it would be to pop the window. No, they're urethaned in.
Yep.
I was gonna try. I wouldn't even bother. We'll just take the whole panel.
Yeah.
You're just gonna break the. I think if we did our next cut, I would cut right here.
I'd probably do this first.
Why?
Cut across. That way it'll be a smaller piece because I can't carry that whole thing.
Well, you're not gonna carry
Oh,
it.
yeah. I may come up during the week.
Okay.
See what else I got going on.
All right. Well, we packing it up.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, and I don't have to carry your stuff out.
Nope.
You're here.
Yep. All right, folks. Well, we're gonna just pretty much leave it at this because no volunteers, and I got to get out of here. And Steve can't do this solo, or shouldn't do this solo, because we're pretty much into the knock big chunks off and carry them. That's not a good thing to do by yourself. So we'll be back next week.